One for the money, yes sir, two for the show, three for the phone, Polonius, smoke my saxophones in the throat. I go for broke, do not go broke. So choke on all these quotes, ho. Smoke whatever you smoke, use a joke, a Facebook post. Slow to get it, so I get bad like Wild and Briar, fuel to the fire. The funk squad stay down like flat tires. Looking at Maya as we inspire, yo get badness. Rap music's in a state of sadness, so relish and be glad it's the comeback for the first time since the first rhyme. I've been the most to get bad, Jack Carter. I'm opponent for the host like Ad and Vert. Get bad or get hurt. I killed it like a plaid man skirt. Turn up.
Too bad, you mad, so sad, and I'm glad, man, cause we some bad motherfuckers, man.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. All right, so I'm just going to put it all out there on the table, first and foremost. This is season 4. Within the next month or two, couple weeks, it's hard to say. But as far as changes, there will be changes. All right, nothing too major. I'm just playing around with different views in this space, just to see what I like the best, and then we'll stick with that moving forward once I've decided. Same thing goes as far as the intro. Even with the intro, I may change it up 1 or 2 more times. It just depends. But it, it's on the same channel, and as long as you've already subscribed, you're never going to miss an episode. All right, but just putting that out there. Now, this particular episode, I want to look at fusing Rustic Chic with Varsity pieces. All right, fusing the two together to give another layer to the ever-changing, ever-growing Rustic Chic. All right, until style comes to a complete stop, which is dated to be February 31st, then Rustic Chic will always be nuances to Rustic Chic. All right. We created the look, so we're gonna add on. It's an onion. We're gonna peel back layers every time. All right. So today we're fusing Rustic Chic with Varsity pieces to see what looks we kind of come up with. All right. So 2 rigs plus the ensemble I'm wearing. Now, this particular ensemble is nothing new to the culture. As far as Mr. Parker is concerned, it's a go-to look for me, right? It's definitely a Ralph Lauren inspired look. I mean, I got the look from a Ralph Lauren ad, all right? And it's just been something that I've always kept in my arsenal, in my repertoire, all right? And that's the 2-piece with the Varsity inspired jacket. So it could be a satin or sateen jacket as such. It could be a Letterman. It could, anything Varsity inspired works with this look. All right. So I have on the Chase saddle shoes. All right. In the khaki and brown leather. All right. I have a pair of wine socks with navy and white pin dots all over. The 2-piece wool flannel suit. The 2-piece wool flannel suit, Glen plaid pattern, dark Gurkha base. All right. Waistcoat has lapel collar. I did the Gordon dress tartan, Rugby Ralph Lauren club collar dress shirt. The neckwear is a navy red striped with the griffin and a logo under it. And the suspenders, the braces are very similar. All right. So the braces are over the shirt, under the waistcoat, obviously, but very gives it a very vintage look and feel. All right. And then I went with this sateen jacket, the New York Rowing Team sateen jacket, New York on the back. Beautiful baseball style collar, wine, cream, sought after piece. All right. Finish off the look with a leather tam or baker's cap. The hue of the leather goes perfect with the shoes. All right. It's a great combination, great pairing. All right. It's 6 foot. It's 6 foot and 4 inches between the hat and the shoes. So that's a good amount of space so that they're not blending in together or anything like that. So the shorter you are, the more likely you might want to switch caps. But this is a great look. This is giving us a rustic chic vibe fused with varsity pieces. All right. Now, fragrance of the ensemble, you could have went with any of the sports. I went with Supreme Oud, and the reason I went with Supreme Oud is because a strong fragrance like this does work with anything rustic chic, including adding varsity pieces to the looks. But the real reason I went with Supreme Oud is because they bringing it back. And since they bringing it back, I said, well, why not feature it on today's ensemble? So Supreme Oud in your usual places. And you got a great fragrance to go along with your great look. All right. Now, without any further ado, if y'all ready, I'm ready. So y'all ready? Me too. Now let's go. Our first look, it's a beautiful look. Again, it's a go-to look. It's not too complex, not too complicated. However, the rustic chic part of the look makes it an acquired taste, I would say, right? And that main portion would be the waistcoat, all right? But when you add the other pieces, the varsity piece, some more rustic here at the bottom, then it kind of blends everything together to where you have this great semi-casual look that's comfortable, that's inviting. If I had to put a term on it, this would be the comfort food of rustic chic. All right. This is something that's just warm, inviting. No matter what your resting face looks like, no matter what your angry man face might look like, this particular look is going to disarm everyone that comes into contact with you. All right. Everyone is going to want to come and greet you and speak to you and just get a whiff of your energy with this look on, right? This is the mac and cheese of rustic chic looks. But without any further ado, let's start at the bottom. Shoe wise, you could go a lot of routes. I chose to go with the Shanley loafers in the snuff because I just felt like the Shanley loafers in the snuff was, what's the word I'm looking for? It was more country gentleman than any other footwear in my arsenal that I would prefer to go with this look. All right. So the Shanley snuff shoes, tassel loafer shoes in the suede snuff. All right. The Argyle socks, just because why not? You know, why not? The Argyle socks. A nice pair of jeans. All right. Now, you can get away with distressed and repaired. You could get away with a darker hue, a darker wash. You could get away with a lighter wash. But this medium wash with just a light little bit of fading is actually perfect for this ensemble. All right. It's actually perfect for this ensemble because it's right down the middle. All right. Which, again, is more inviting because some people tend to look at light wash denim as, for lack of a better word, poor. Some people look at dark wash denim as too dressy. So this medium wash with a little bit of fading on the thigh and knee is actually perfect for this overall comfort food look. All right. Now, as we scroll up, We got a couple of layers here. Now I pulled out a fairly thin, not not linen thin, but a fairly thin sports shirt. All right. Don't do the buttons on it. It's got hues in it. It's got your green, it's got your orange, it's got your navy. All right. It's got white. It's got quite a few hues in it. All right. We popped that with the heraldic rep stripe tie in a college orange. All right. College orange, crest on the front, navy, a thin navy rep stripe throughout the tie. You throw a waistcoat on over top. This particular waistcoat is part of a two-piece waistcoat and sports coat, all right, from Ralph Lauren, all right. Herringbone tweed, lapel collar, all right. Again, the lapel collar, as opposed to a non-lapelled collar waistcoat, that lapel collar gives it more of a comforting feel, all right. It's more of an inviting feel when it comes to this look. And then the piece de resistance for this particular look, the varsity piece, is the Old Boys Club varsity baseball jacket from a few years back. All right. Now it's a baseball jacket in styling, but it's Letterman, it's football all the way. All right. From the embroidered patches to the stenciled calligraphy throughout the jacket, through this crest here on the front, even your pocket on the right chest is a football designed pocket, man. Like, this jacket just has it all, front and back. This is a beautiful piece. I truly and honestly hope that they don't recreate this piece again, because I feel like if you missed out on this first go around, you should have to not necessarily struggle, but you should have to be forced to chase it down a little bit. It shouldn't be something that you can wait a couple more years and then they recreate it again, or whatever the case may be. Like, let some of these pieces become iconic. Let some of these pieces have an air of exclusivity to them. If somebody didn't catch it first go round, wait 10, 15 years before you bring it back out. Now, I say that to say that this piece has not been brought back yet, but I can kind of sniff it coming. You know what I mean? I can kind of sniff it coming. But this is our first look. Like I said, it's the comfort food of Rustic Chic. It's just a comfortable look for any type of weekend outing, and people are gonna notice you and feel disarmed around you with this look. No matter what your facial expressions may look like, no matter what your mood is, hopefully you're in a good mood because it's the weekend, you're off, your better half hasn't annoyed the shit out you, because this look is just a fun, damn near sexy look that any of us can pull off. Now, even though the look that I'm wearing is a go-to look for me, this is my favorite look of the episode. And I'm not going to say that it's not even close, but it's close to not even being close. There's something about going almost to a full monochromatic look. It's just sexy to me. It really is. And that's what we achieved here. This is almost a monochromatic look, all right? The sleeves on this jacket make it almost, all right? And there's one other thing that makes it almost a monochromatic look, but let's start at the top, all right? I want to start at the top with this look, all right? The beanie, the toboggan, the scully, all right, it matches this particular coat, all right? It's a Polo Bear ski toboggan beanie in a gray. Beautiful ribbed toboggan, nice logo right there in the center. You've got Polo written on one side, RL67 on the other. This is just a great fitting beanie. All right, let's scroll down a little bit and you see what we did as far as our layers. We went with a twill sports shirt in the off-white in the cream with a gray window pane pattern. All right, gray window pane pattern on the sports shirt. We put over top of that this Polo Blue Label, beautiful Polo Blue Label, gray tonal Fair Isle sweater. All right, and when I say tonal, I mean because the Fair Isle pattern is all grays, from your gunmetal to your college gray, to your spring gray, which is also the base of the sweater. All right. So it's just beautiful hues of gray make up this Fair Isle sweater. Now, over top of that is this Letterman's jacket that has a unzipped hood. All right. Now, I have two other jackets just like this one. Neither one of them are Letterman. One is a hybrid and one is just a full wool coat. All right. This is the only one that has leather sleeves. So that makes it a plus. But I also have to minus a little bit of points because the other two that I have, when you unzip the hoodie, there's graphics inside of the hoodie that just flex perfectly. One says Ralph, one says Polo, written out in calligraphy. This one doesn't have anything. Now, with that said, it's still a fantastic look because, as you can see, it has graphics on the back under the hood. The ski team graphics are beautiful. All right. The polo, the cream polo collegiate P, the same logo that's on the beanie, the Polo Bear ski team, established 1967, with this beautiful polar bear in the middle of that graphic. All right. 1960, well, just 67, excuse me, on one sleeve. And then on the other sleeve, you see we have a 100-mile polo RL cross country competition, freestyle ski touring 1967 RL athletics. Man, this coat is freaking beautiful, dude. It really is. It's really a beautiful coat. Now, the first time I wore it with the Polo Bear turtleneck in the cream with the polo skiing polo bear on the front, and it's a great look. But this is probably moving forward how I'm going to wear this. I'm probably going to let the jacket do its thing without any other supremely graphic pieces, everything else being complimentary. All right, let's scroll down. I spent a lot of time on that jacket, but let's scroll down. I want you to look at the college gray chinos. All right, now, depending on the weather, I could have easily went with the college gray small wheel corduroys, which I almost went with, but because of the weather, the chinos work. Also, the college gray corduroys, because of that material, that type of wool, so a little bit darker. And I like this college gray shade more than I did that darker hue. Now, as you get to the bottom, you see what I mean by almost monochromatic. Yes, the cream at the top makes it almost, but I went ahead and went with these sneakers. All right, you saw these in the behind the scenes earlier this week, but I thought, a pop of color in the sneakers, this material, it works. It really does work. The Teds in this beautiful suede rugby royal, it just pops with this entire ensemble. Now, again, it does take us out of monochromatic. So if monochromatic is a look that you want to go with this particular look, you can get away with it if you did some type of gray footwear. All right, I have gray sneakers. I have a pair of gray boots somewhere. You can do it. You can do it. I even have some cream hiking boots that I also wore with this particular jacket this time last year. And you would still be in the almost monochromatic. But I like this. This is, now, I will say this. If I'm actually going skiing, this is a look that I would take with me. Probably wouldn't actually ski in this look, but as far as dinner or relaxing by a fire, a nice fire pit or something of that nature in the mountains, then I go with this look. I do corduroys instead. I probably do those cream hiking boots. Okay. But if I want to wear this look around town, again, a weekend outing, whatever the case may be, then I go with it the way we have it here. The chinos, the Rugby Royal Suede Ted sneaker boots. Great, great, great vibe. That little pop of color on that suede sneaker. And that's another episode in the books. So today we did Rustic Chic looks infused with Varsity. All right. Rustic Chic is a style that I gave life to, and we're constantly building and or peeling back the layers of Rustic Chic. All right. So we have to add things. We have to subtract things. We have to make amendments here and there. It's called nuances. And because I am that guy and I am known as that varsity collegiate guy sometimes in some circles, it was only a matter of time before we added varsity inspired pieces to Rustic Chic. So this particular episode, we added jackets. Maybe next time it's varsity inspired cardigans. Maybe the next time it's even rugby shirts. I don't know. Like I said, constantly changing, constantly evolving. All right. But what did you guys think? Which one is your favorite ensemble? Is it the one I'm wearing? Is it the old boys leather baseball Letterman jacket ensemble? Or is it the ski patrol, the ski team ensemble with the almost monochromatic gray look? Which one was your favorite look? I already told y'all which one. And obviously I love all three, or you wouldn't see them. But that last look on that last rig, on that second rig, that ski bear team, yes, more of that for sure. All right. But y'all let me know what y'all thought, man. And again, just bear with me. I'm working on newer and more sufficient lighting. I'm working on changes in this new space, and I'm just testing some things out as far as seeing how I want to record, where I want to record from in this new space. It's enough size in this new space to do different things. And I put less items in this room. I put, how can I say it? Not more important, just more intriguing, more attractive things in this room, which means I put less things in this room. There are a lot of, shirts, jackets, and everything else in other rooms, just to keep this room a little more polarizing, right? So bear with me. We're gonna get it together over the next couple of weeks, and I'm sure whatever I do come up with, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. All right. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, because we here, Rustic Chic in it, with a little bit of varsity. That's how we do. Artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. So don't be no hater. Y'all have a good one.